Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Scion of the Dark House. Just like last episode, this one is not gothic horror. This is a continuation of our one-shot adventure, a big little journey. And I think we might as well get right back on in with this over the garden wall inspired fun. So the 5 of you, including one NPC, all last episode met after each one of you being summoned by the Unseelie court, your different races, the Applings, little apple-headed people, the Pumpkinheads, jack-o'-lantern-headed people, and the Onionoids, onion-headed people, all were sent missives that they have been requested to bring important artifacts to the Unseelie court so that they can successfully put on the Waltz of Shadows. And the 5 including our good friend Martin Fuji.
Good.
Yes, are in charge of this quest. You have all done a noble job so far after meeting up and descending into the Chestlands and seeing a horrific battle set in front of you that none of you adorable little food people have ever seen the likes of.
Even the edgy me.
Yes, you guys pulled yourselves together, steeled your little tiny spirits, and decided to go try to get the bag of tea leaves from the Teacup Princess first. So we went to Teacup Town, asked around, found that the Teacup Princess was, as per the main events of our campaign, still frozen in time. Decided to try to help free her before they were attacked by a large, murderous fairy who, once again, if you've watched our main campaign, is Lark's sister, Panic, who we have encountered once during the main campaign. And through some clever work of illusions and deceptions, we managed to evade her clutches while getting our wizard, Chester. Oh man, what is your last name, Chester?
Honeycrisp.
Honeycrisp, Chester Honeycrisp. We got him to the magical carriage, whereupon seeing a sort of vision of his mentor, Master Wizard Caramel, instructing him to use the power of Caramel to start the carousel. Therefore, freeing the Teacup Princess finally, and attempting to freeze this murderous fairy, but even though she succeeded, was still slowed down significantly by this powerful time artifact, therefore allowing the Teacup Princess to banish her out of her realm. You then had a quick chat with the Teacup Princess, who gave you as many tea leaves as you wanted, as well as her blessing. So that is pretty much right where we have left off. You guys are currently leaving Teacup Town and have just once again entered the bloody Chestlands, where even as you make your way out of the adorable little hedge of teacup archway to town, you can still see and hear the bloody, murderous battle set before you that you now have to cross in order to make it to the partridge in the pear tree. How do we proceed?
So, can we check the map again? Where are we going?
Yes, pull it up. You need to go pretty much northwest from where you guys are, a good distance. It's you're still a good ways away from the White Palace, which the partridge and the pear trees domain is close to.
That like we need to go that way.
So through the murder
It's sort of
army.
just like a constant stream of soldiers pouring out of both castles.
So what you're saying is we need to go through that murderous river of death.
Apparently, yeah.
We
With
can
rocks at the bottom.
just try to avoid as much of it as we can.
Are there any like shields laying around?
Like human-sized shields, sure. Yeah, there's plenty of
Should
corpses.
we all like carry it?
Yeah, just like go under it.
Are we gonna Toy Story it? Okay. Sure.
Or at least that's what
Imagine-
Chesterwick is going to suggest. I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna start like
Yeah,
pushing
so
up as
you
much as I
guys
can on the shield
walk
and
a
duck
good
under it.
distance till you get to pretty much like 100 feet away from the main battle, and you're kind of just still huddled under a bunch of like shrubberies, trying to be unnoticed as you get even closer to this gory battle. And there's plenty of decapitated chess pieces lying around that have various spears and swords and shields. So yes, you can do what you wish.
I say we get under a shield and then we just book it.
I'm down.
I want to just check something real quick.
Will I be able to carry it? Am I strong enough to carry it myself? Because I feel like since I'm a little bit taller than everybody else,
You can probably make me a strength check just to make sure.
because I feel like since I'm taller than everybody else, once we go like this, they won't be able to reach it. I'm the only one who's gonna be able to prop that thing up.
Well, you can hold it like this.
So
you don't have to do
let
that.
me-
You can do that.
Let me break some things down in D&D rules here.
Mhm.
This is essentially just like a damaging field that you guys are attempting to cross.
Okay.
There's sort of two aspects at play, which are stealth and dexterity saves. If you go unnoticed, it will be easier for you to make it across. But regardless, it will still take a past dexterity save to not take damage as you navigate your way through the battle. And you all know that these things are much larger than you. If you fail this save, it could be deadly.
Jeez.
How big is the battlefield?
I mean, you can probably try to make your way to a part where you're pretty much just dealing with like the white soldiers coming and not having to deal with like the red soldiers at all, which would probably be the safest part of it. But even still, you're running a huge risk of being trampled underfoot.
I'm just wondering, like, area-wise, how big are we? What's the space we're generally trying
At
to
the thinnest point, I will say it's probably like a 20-foot stream of soldiers you have to make it through.
I have a plan.
Okay.
I'm all
You
ears.
see, Eeriena starts like opening her vest a little and rifling through her blouses and patchwork things as she fishes out a charm of dried leaves and twigs bound with like silver thread and cord. When she like zeroes in on like the thinnest section of the fight. What if and underfoot it's just a chessboard of grasses, right?
Yeah, there's mostly grasses, but there's also like shrubs and stuff around if you want to do anything with them.
She's just gonna like whisper in Druidic as she uses her charm of plant, or her amulet of charm plants, or amulet of plant charm, to cast speak with plants. Because she can do that 3 times a day, and she's gonna turn the battlefield into difficult terrain.
Cool.
As she just like whispers in Druidic and Sylvan, mostly Druidic. She's just like, please, my friends, we need your help.
You
Grow
hear like
something.
a grassy voice. So tired of getting trampled on. Oh my god, it's so much trampling. It's
Fight the
really exhausting.
oppressors.
What do you want us to do?
Fight the oppressor.
Fight the oppressor. Take back the power. The power's in the people. Rise up, my brothers! Today we take back our territory.
Long live the resistance.
Viva la revolution!
They're French. Oh,
Oh, I
man.
love this.
I just imagine just
And
like literally like a plant like of a guillotine made completely out of vine, just like chopping.
I think we might have. I think you have to make a persuasion check to convince it to do that, which I think you have an advantage on because of the charm.
Okay, let me.
Or do you have to?
Charm of Plant Command.
Yeah, well, the spell just says you can do it, so I guess I'll
It's-
just give it to you.
The spell says you just can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So you successfully persuade this grass to start a revolution, and you watch as the rest of you cannot hear the grass at all. You just see her speaking like speaking a weird unknown language to the rest of you.
Unless any of you speak Druidic.
And then after like a couple moments of that, all of a sudden the grass just sort of like sprouts up a few inches and starts like wrapping around the hooves of these white horses and grabbing at pieces of armor and boots and things and trying to pin things down and pull them into the earth. And you see the soldiers kind of stumble a bit before start like like with every step they have to like pull their boots up out of the ground as the grass tries to bring them in. And I will say effectively you have given yourselves advantage on this dexterity saving throw because they're now moving much slower.
Ooh.
Awesome.
You said we also have to make a stealth check, right?
If you
All
want
of
to go
us, right?
unnoticed,
All of
Yeah.
us?
I'm going to.
Or would it be like a party stealth check?
if we did the shield thing, I would allow like a party stealth check, like
Yes,
a
please.
all in
Okay,
one.
I was going to do because I have prestidigitation, and prestidigitation can make like vague noises. As we're kind of crossing, I'm going to just like occasionally point my apple staff
Mhm.
at an area where there's like where it's like we're here, there's a bunch of knights, and then on the other side of them is like the sound of someone drawing their sword and yelling so that they kind of look
Sure.
over in that direction. And I just spam that as much as possible to get them to turn around and look the
Cool.
other way so
Okay.
that they don't see this moving shield.
Sure. Just give me a deception check just for that.
Yes. Let me check my deception. It's not that great, but that's okay. Hopefully. 16.
Yeah. I'll say you start doing this. All of you get under the shield. Nino, if you want to give me a strength check, if you're going to be the one holding
Yes.
this shield.
It's a 1.
um,
Rolled a 1. Plus 3,
I'll
and
have
4.
Wait.
Martin will give you bonus action, help action, so you
Of
have an
course.
advantage.
How much advantage?
You just roll again. If it's
Yeah.
higher, use that.
I hope it's higher.
Okay,
If
no.
it's higher.
Wait,
There's
if it
a 1 in
is-
20 chance that it isn't.
Very true.
So I try to lift the thing, and I'm sorry. I need to. Let me do it again.
Lift from your hips.
Okay. Hold on, hold on.
Help you do that.
14.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you hoist it over it. Okay,
Plus-
here it
I'm about
is.
to say,
have-
I was about to cast an enhance ability as well if that failed again.
I have a
It also
plus
doesn't need to
3.
be the only one carrying the shield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
y'all
I'm
can
carrying it
help
like
out.
this.
As we
And
get
everybody else
moving,
try to like
You,
reach
you
in.
stick
Eeriena
your
just-
broom up there and like
using
Yeah,
the
I'd
back
probably
end of her broom.
occasionally just kind of flick my staff up to kind of
Yeah.
use a bit
I
of my
use
staff
my
to hold
loot
it up.
and just like,
wonderful. I love that.
and my loot is also there.
I
Like,
mean, because of Martin's successful prestidigitation, I will give
Chesterwick.
I was
yes,
about to say,
Chesterwick's.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Martin did some.
He's
Martin's
gonna
so
take credit for it
useless.
though. Because of the prestidigitation, you will get a party-wide stealth check at advantage,
Ooh.
and then additionally the dex save with advantage as well.
Oh, with advantage.
And they're making theirs with disadvantage because we slowed them down, right? Or no, that's just
They're
our
not
initiative.
making an attack. It's just Are you gonna get crushed under a boot or not?
So is that what,
So
It's a
this
hostile environment.
if everyone does it, that means do we all roll and whoever has the highest is the number, or how does that work?
no,
with
we all
like-
roll twice and then give the highest number.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So my
So
highest
let's
was
start
a
with the
15.
stealth. 15
Stealth?
for stealth.
Stealth 15, yeah.
Okay.
You're
Just
fucking
one
eating
pass.
shit right now.
I have a bonus still. I'm proficient on stealth.
What'd you get? You know.
I rolled a 1 and a 2,
Oh
Ooh,
no.
no.
so I got
That
a
is
5 total.
A success and a failure.
I got a 19 with my
2
added 4 for
successes
stealth.
and 1 failure. Roll for
I have
Martin.
a 16 plus 6. That was 22 on my first roll.
So everybody but Eeriena passes, thankfully. So all together wide with a party collective, that
Oh,
means
thank
everyone
God.
pass.
Wait, what
Um,
did Martin roll?
He rolled a 17.
Okay.
So he's fine.
That was the stealth
Now
roll, right?
we just need the essentially just how lucky are you guys gonna be as you like make it through. Roll me some dexterity saving throws.
Do we do these with advantage too?
You do them with advantage, yes.
Yay!
For all of us?
Yep.
I got 18.
19.
Your yay went away very fast, Kyle.
Oh no. I have proficiency in it, so
Ah.
that's 24.
Cool. You're fine.
I have 6 plus 3.
9.
I got 18.
I got a 19.
19 roll from Martin. You rolled at advantage, Nino?
No.
We'll do it at
Wow.
advantage.
20 plus
Ooh.
3.
Yeah.
23.
Martin rolled a 19 plus 2, so he's also fine. We make it through. All of us.
Yay!
Hell
So we
yeah.
Toy Story our way through as Chester is sort of blasting little screams all around to try to distract them. And you hear them. What was that? I don't see anything, sir. Keep your eyes on the battle, Sergeant.
What I was imagining in the beginning is that the shield started moving and then the entire battle just stopped and started staring at the thing. And it's just
It's like
moving
just
through
crossing
the
a
entire
highway.
battlefield until we get to the very end. And then we just throw out the shield and we're like, we made it. And
they're
then-
like-
but why is it so quiet? That's what
that
I'm
would have been
thinking.
good. But yeah, so you guys make it successfully across, huddle in a new shrubbery and then discard the shield, completely unnoticed by the army.
I'm just gonna whisper to the plants and be like, "Fight well."
And you hear as you like start walking away, brothers, today if we die with honor.
The grass just
Yeah, just grass waving in the wind. And you guys are free to start walking. It's done. You already walked a good distance of the way at this point, and it doesn't take too much longer before you see a little bower of trees all sort of bending in towards each other, creating another very telltale archway. And you all know what that means. So we proceed on in.
I push Martin through
You
first.
push Martin.
Oh, I already followed
He's
for it
expecting
again.
it this time, so he's
I'm sure.
roll a disadvantage.
Strength check.
Yeah.
So 8.
Say no, you do not push. Not again, Honeycrisp.
But
Wait, can
I
I
go
try?
and
Wait.
pick him up. But I go and pick him up.
So you want to
And then I
push him in?
just-
Make a strength attack.
Okay.
Regular.
That's 20.
Yeah. So you just kind of go. It's
I
like,
just go pick him up
Punt
by
him
the,
in.
by the neck and then just get whoop.
yeah. He goes, what?
Get in there, dumbass.
Wait.
And then he's like, I am starting to think that
Okay.
none of you truly. And you'll just
All right,
walk
and I
past
just
him.
kind of gently, nudge him
Like, I don't care.
through.
And once again, as you come, he's like, my father will hear of this. You guys come into a golden lit bower of trees, and at the center of this. It's a pretty small. Definitely smaller than the teacup town. It's pretty much just a little meadow, and then at the center of it is this like glistening golden pear tree. And sure enough, seated in the middle of it is this a beautiful partridge.
Spencer
A,
voice.
a long flowing tail, and it kind of looks at you. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on here? Who the hell's are you?
Dang it, I was hoping to use my leer to speak to animals, but damn.
Yeah, he talks.
He talks.
Yep. Mine's like
he
DeVito.
talks.
Say Livy.
It's Danny DeVito.
Very true.
Are y'all
what do we need
deaf?
from him?
You're just dumb. What's
I'm
going
so
on?
sorry. What do we need from him again?
Pears.
Can we
You just look up at the many dangling pears behind him. Like,
I'm gonna we were sent to fetch some of your pears. I believe a bushel.
oh. So you come here, you come to my partridge in the pear tree time, my special time, just for me and my pear tree in my pear grove. And you're gonna
Yeah.
come here and ask for my pears?
Yeah,
That's
what's
what's
up?
happening?
The day of
I
my
don't know
pears.
you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
pull out
What are you
Oh,
gonna
my
do
day of
about
my
it?
pears tip budding.
hold
Yeah,
it
what are
up.
you gonna do about it? Huh?
Sorry, it wasn't us specifically. We're on a quest.
It's just a bushel of pears. You just want a bushel. It's a bushel of pears. How many's in a bushel? Do you know about bushel?
I don't fucking know, bitch, but you have plenty.
So that's it. Because I have so many pears, I gotta give them all away to you.
Yeah,
Unless you
not-
want to tangle
Oh.
with the Queen of Air and
Oh, man.
Darkness, and I hold up the letter with the
This is-
seal very obviously there.
It's like,
I
so
just-
she's gonna come down here, down to my pear grove, to my special pear time and my pear tree, and she's gonna come take my pears. That's what's happening.
Wait, why is he talking like this?
Because it's Danny DeVito.
No,
I'm
why
not
is-
just giving
why
my
is-
pears away, all right? If I give my pears away, I'm just the partridge in the regular tree.
How
We're not-
long did it
how
take
many do
you
we have to-
grow?
Do we have a number of how many we need?
Just a bushel.
How much is that?
It's by weight, so the pears don't, different size
Hmm.
pears would be different.
Hold on.
I don't know how much a bushel is.
Hey, DM Daddy, how many are we needing in this bushel?
You
Bushel,
would guess maybe like 15 pears.
And how many are hanging there?
A
A
lot more
bushel
than
is
15.
9 US liquid gallons.
Damn, that's a lot of pears.
Okay, that's gonna be around 125 to 130 medium-sized pear.
So maybe it's not a
We're
bushel.
only gonna need about 125 medium-sized pear, if you don't mind.
He's like,
Wait,
you're
when
not
did we need
getting
that many?
125 pears. That's not happening.
Please, Godfather.
You're not getting a single pear. This is just not happening. It's not up for
Can I try
discussion.
Can I try persuading him?
Sure, how?
Well, what I do is I slowly extend my ankle.
Hey,
No,
what are
no.
we doing there? Hey, you step back.
no.
You step
So
back
what
from
I
my
do
pear
is I
tree.
explain to him, being like, "Hey,
I don't trust
like,
that ankle.
it's a beautiful ankle, first of all, and second of all, don't make me make you into a hat." But what I was gonna say to
Oh,
you,
so you're coming to me? You're coming to me in my pear grove with my special partridge pear tree time? You're gonna make me
No.
into a hat?
no, I said I was gonna give you a hat. Get your ears checked. I was gonna give you a hat. Jeez, so
Well-
anxious.
Well,
Anyways,
what kind of hat?
a top hat, because I think you would look really cute in a cute little top hat.
Do you have a top hat?
I do, possibly. I mean, I can make something out of thin air. I mean, I can't do that, but I can lie to you and say I can.
Yeah, I don't want a top hat that don't exist.
Okay, but
What do
also,
you-
would you rather the Unseelie core come here and like whoop your ass?
Just do a fucking persuasion check. What the hell?
Can I get the kittens
I'm
to start
still gonna
climbing
hold
into
up the
partridge and
letter.
pear
I'm
tree's
just gonna
nest?
keep the letter aloft in case it
Roll
does
for
something.
persuasion.
Yo, someone listen to my boyfriend, Apple boyfriend.
Kittens start climbing. He's like, hey, I see those kittens. You get those kittens off here.
18,
I like those
20,
kittens.
22, 23. I got 23 on a persuasion check.
What did you say to convince him?
I said, "Hi, please do this so the Unseelie core doesn't come down here and make you into a hat."
No.
No, no.
Eriena's just like trying to climb up there to get the kittens out.
I will banish you so fast.
I'm sorry. I can't really control them. You're safe. They only really hate owls, and you don't look like them.
I feel like she's more Tina now than Wednesday.
She's Tina and Wednesday Adams' gothic love dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then can we trade something for them?
Don't be saying a hat.
He kind of like he moves his head in that way the birds do, and like kind of looks like he's thinking, "What you got?"
Oh wait,
Can I cast Speak with Plants on the tree?
Sure.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my
That was
amulet
really
again
smart.
to cast my second Speak with Plants for the day. And
Yeah.
Eriena's just in Druidic. She's just like,
how are you doing, tree?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't.
He's also
I've only been alive for like 3 seconds since you like cast the spell. I guess I'm
Oh.
fine.
Oh, he doesn't talk to you, and
No, not really. My consciousness is newly born.
your
Thanks
tree-
for that.
back into Sylvan. She's just like,
your tree is very depressed.
He's like, my tree's fine. Get away from my tree.
We're having a great conversation.
back in Druidic.
Tree, could we have some of? How long would it take you to regrow pears?
Oh, it kind of depends on the season. You know, a slow time, I might get like 2 or 3 pairs in a year, but sometimes I make like a few thousand. It just depends.
Back into Sylvan to everybody.
The tree says it can make 1,000 pairs in a year.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
I think you're finally giving up some.
How about this? I will give you a year and a day of servitude from the most powerful wizard in the
No.
Appling village, and I grab
Yeah,
Martin and
yeah.
begin dragging him over.
Martin is.
And then I
Martin
pick
just
him up and
slaps
then I
your
do
hand
this.
away.
and then I pick him up and I do this.
I
Anyway.
shall not be traded away like some token.
I take the
The adults are
take,
talking.
Well, I
And
take
he's-
the thing on the top of his head, you know, the apple thing on top of
stem.
his
the
head,
stem.
and then I just hang him. Here you go.
In
We're gonna give
Druidic,
you a
can I
year
ask?
and a day.
The,
For a
the
bushel
Lord,
of
Lord
pears.
Botticelli speaks. I'm not really an apple guy. Kind of a pear guy.
You
Can
can
I
always just
ask the tree, like,
Tree, how do we get the partridge to help us? You know him better than
Oh,
anyone.
he's pretty stubborn. I don't know.
Is there anything?
You guys seem nice. You just maybe just trick him.
How?
Maybe just like make him look in a direction and then go in the other direction and take pairs. My branches are really heavy right now. I'm getting tired of holding them all up.
Why don't you just start letting them fall?
Can I do that?
Oh no, can you?
I don't know.
I mean, I think
Please.
Speak with Plants gives them mild movement too.
Yeah. He's just
So
like, I don't think the partridge would like it. You see, if the pears touch the ground, they might start rotting, and I don't know, like ants or something could start eating them.
oh, okay. Back to Sylvan.
Your tree, it honestly is saying that its limbs are tired and heavy, and it would like to lose some pairs.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not good at those. Ah. Ichabod, do the persuading. I'm fucking
I
over
can.
here being Pocahontas with Grandmother Willow.
So I go ahead and be like, you see, Partridge, your tree's really needing your help here. It's really out here trying its best to give you the best. Because a healthy tree, a happy tree, all these little happy trees, they produce the best pears.
The
On
tree
that
goes.
as well.
The tree's
Got
like,
a flat
I just
14.
want to lie down.
Oh,
Okay, roll
That's
Alex,
a
roll.
24. I just rolled it to 24. It's a 17 plus 7.
He's just like, he kind of looks down at the tree and kind of like taps it with his little bird foot. He's like, "Hey, yo, is that true?" And the tree's like, "Oh, we've never talked before. Hi, my name is Pear Tree." And he's like, "Yeah, I figured. You really want to let some pears down?" He's like, "I'm really tired. Do you think we could make like a big tree bed or something? I want to lay down." He's like, "I don't know what that means. Okay, maybe a few pears, all right? It's one of those ants getting them. They're so mean."
We can
Mean
catch
ants.
them. Anybody
can
have a
catch
big bushel or a big bag or a big whatever?
Do you have an ant infestation?
I think there's regular ants. They're just like kind of racist.
Racist towards what?
You don't want to know. It's bad.
So you talked to what you're saying is you talked to the ants and not your own tree.
Well, I wasn't aware on this until this moment that my tree had any sort of sentience.
But
It
you were still
didn't
talking
have-
to the ants.
Much of a sentience until I did magic on it. You should
Oh.
learn to speak with plants. If a plant is half of your whole shtick, it's kind of useful.
Oh, what happened to your monotone?
It was there, I think. I don't know.
Lord Botticelli just kind of goes like, I always kind of just considered myself to be, I'm the partridge in the pear tree, but I guess it kind of is the partridge and the pear tree.
It's a symbiosis. Just like me, and she just like opens her arms and dozens of kittens start falling everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
She's just like,
that's
"Go
beautiful."
kill the racist ants."
Yeah. The cats immediately start like pouncing on ant mounds. Like,
How big
and
is it?
very very quietly, as one of your kids, like, you hear a tiny voice say, "All lives matter." And
my Wow.
Fireball.
Oh.
Cast my non-existent fireball when I hit
Yeah.
I imagine
and-
whistle.
I
and
can't
so,
just use
yeah.
my horn of blasting on these racist ants.
I just use Eldritch. I just use just Eldritch Blast.
I use prestidigitation to make
Yes.
hormones that make them kill each
we
other.
all do our
Pheromones.
various magics to terrorize these racist ants, and the entire time Lord of Botticelli just kind of just do the bird jumpy thing, like, yeah, get him, get those ants.
Oh my gosh.
Could I use my herbalism kit to make like a pesticide to give him?
I love it. Make a nature check.
Okay.
Fair is fair, so 12 plus it's either a 5 or a 6. That's a 5, so 17.
Yeah, I'll say you make a pretty effective pesticide you probably are used to making for your own garden.
Eriena's just like, eye of toad and wing of bat and scum of the earth, and
She's just like muttering over a little portable cauldron and grinding it up, and then she just looks over at Lord Botticelli and she's like,
it does wonders to kill your
I
garden.
don't keep doing what you're doing. It looks great.
Can I like use is someone chopping onions and like cut myself in the finger?
To do what?
You put it here, is someone chopping onions when you
Yeah,
take
but what
flash-
do you want to do?
Are you trying to
It
kill the
makes people
ants?
cry around you. What do you want to? What's
I
the
don't
goal?
know, kind of like
Try your best to help.
it casts disadvantage on the ants. I don't know what the fuck I'm
Well,
doing.
the ants aren't really doing anything. The ants are currently being murdered in various ways.
You do this and
What can I do with this?
yeah, I'm just gonna give him like, I don't know, it's probably a paste, so I'm gonna put it in a little
Yeah.
little
So
thing.
it's just like this is like once a week. I go around and spritz
Yes,
that
you-
around. Okay,
You,
all
you
right.
should have enough.
I have
room
newt. You
to-
said.
Huh?
Eye of Newt.
Eye of
you said?
Newt, Wing of Bat, Scum of the Earth, Tears
Gotcha.
of the Infant.
I'll write that down.
Yes.
Yeah, and
You have to do it with a righteous fury, though. That's what really drives the horror.
I have a lot of that. I have a lot of that going on. So, well, and I guess you guys aren't so bad. All right, pear tree. If it's really what you want, you can let some pears down. And the pear tree just is kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna let a few down. And then you just hear like it's like hundreds of pears start descending and leaves all from the tree, and you all honestly have to start like running around and like dodging pears because they're the size of your head. So like you guys are
How do we get how
are we transporting these?
they're even like hitting Lord Butterchild. He's like, hey, ow, hey, watch it. And after like a minute of pear rain and the ground is being littered by hundreds of pears, Lord Butterchild's like, all right, fine, just take what you want. Just take what you want and go.
So how are we transporting these? Because that's like
I
if they're
don't
the size
care.
of
Here
our
you go.
heads-
And he just kind of like throws a bag at you guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank goodness. Just start
Okay.
rolling the pears into the bag, as many as will fit.
Is it like a regular bag or is it like
Is it a bag of pear
spaceship?
holding?
Yes,
of
can we have a
pear
magical
holding.
pear
Yeah,
holding
holding.
bag that
In
shrinks
a
down?
sense that it is a bag that holds pears.
Fair enough.
Can it be like a magical bag pear thing that just like it suddenly is like light as a feather and like
No,
Zod huge?
no, it's just a bag.
Just a bag. So we're just gonna
It's
be
sort of
lugging
gonna
around a
be y'all
humongous
just like
bag.
dragging it behind you at all times now.
Just leaving a trail of dirt as we just drag it.
Hey, let me do
100.
it. Let me do it. I'll carry it.
These pears are the size of our heads, and there's not 100 that we need.
You don't
Okay.
need 100. You guys take like 20 pairs.
So like pulling out the map while we're in there, and Eriena's just like,
And next we have to go to the lands of
what was the coven's name again? The Sisters of Night or something?
The Night Sisters, yes.
the Night Sisters. That doesn't sound pleasant.
I
Oh, kind
wonder
of
if they're- I wonder if they're morning people.
What do you think?
Lord,
all right, get out of my house. I don't like you guys. Get out of my house.
Hey, we just killed your racist ants and gave you pesticide that'll keep them away.
Okay, you're like fine. I just like my alone. This is my private partridge in a pear tree time in my private pear grove.
What does
Okay,
it do
bye.
with the tree?
Have
not
fun
important.
being in your tree, Partridge.
At this point, Irina's just like,
We don't ask a man about his relationship with his tree.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then
My,
when
my,
we're
my blights are my children. I don't know
Bye.
what this is.
It was nice meeting you.
and when
I'm
Ichabod leaves,
grateful I gave you sentience.
I'm
even if
really
only for a
happy to
short
be
time.
alive, except for all the thoughts about things like war and genocide. That kind of sucks to think about.
You're
Also,
a
he's
tree.
racist too.
Racism's also pretty bad. It's up there.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of other things to be happy about. Like private pear, partridge, and pear tree time. That's nice.
Okay, let's get going.
and when we
Irina's
leave,
just translating, and she's like,
The tree really likes the private partridge and the pear tree time, so I think it's a consensual relationship.
and then when they're leaving, Ichabod just says, really loudly, so they both hear it right when he's about to pass through the portal, being like, I wonder who's the top and who's the bottom in that relationship, right when I walk through. And it's just pop back in my head screaming, Partridge is the bottom, and then it goes back.
Hey, no one's bending me over. No one bending me
So-
over.
You guys exit the partridge in the pear tree's domain with a little satchel full of tea leaves and a much larger bag that you're dragging in the dirt behind you, full of pears. It's straight up just like digging into the ground a little bit, and you're just like tearing a line all the way through the checkerboard pattern of the chestlands.
I'm sure it'll grow back at some point.
Yeah. You still you even hear the grass still fighting the good fight out there. And as you tear it up, it even goes, worry not. When we fall, we come back 10 times stronger. Cut off one head and 2 more grow back.
Oh, what kind of grass is that?
Fighting grass.
Communist grass is what it is.
Wait, as we like exit the actual thing, I want to turn back to the grass that is still in the middle and still fighting. And I'm gonna cast spike growth on it so that now it like literally is tearing people up and walk through it.
You
What is wrong
watched
with
at first, they were just sort of like tearing their feet through the grass as it grabbed them, but now very suddenly the grass doesn't wrap around, it just goes and just starts stabbing their feet up like a million times. Like, oh, so what's happening? It must be foul magics of the Red Queen. Like,
Oof.
And you guys continue on your journey. Thankfully, the border of the realm of the Night Sisters does not force you to once again cross the battlefield. So it's a bit of a long journey for your tiny little legs, but you make it, and once again stand in front of a shimmering barrier with a blurry version of the chestlands on the other side.
So we now know what we're going to be doing. Who wants to roll? Can I push him through this time?
I was about to say, well, we know the drill, and then push Martin through.
Can I try pushing him through? Because Ichabod really wants to be part of the push Martin gang. He hasn't been able
Go
to push
for
him
it.
yet.
Can I give
don't
him the
push,
help
I go.
action? I'm
Yeah.
gonna give him
You
the
wanna-
help action.
You can give him
Okay.
the help action.
So I have 15 on
No,
strength.
say it just cancels out to become normal because Martin is expecting it
Oh,
from all sides
okay.
at this point.
Okay, great.
So I have 15 because I have a -1 in strength.
So he's kind of like lagging back behind the group a little bit to try to not. So what did you roll?
Okay, so I rolled a 16, but I got a -1 in strength.
So
So it's
15.
15.
Yeah, so you kind of just like you all make it to the end and he's just sort of standing behind you, just like, and then Ichabod, you like turn around and like face him and start walking towards him, and Chester, you kind of like put your hand on Ichabod's shoulder and like kind of go like
Yeah.
and Ichabod, you just like walk up, he's like, no, I'm not, I won't do it again, I won't stand for it, and you just throw him through.
Well, I scream, "Send your father my regards."
And
All right. Now we wait the
he-
requisite 5 seconds.
You wait 5 seconds, then sure he comes back out, and this time he's kind of like, it's rude. It's a rude thing to do.
Okay, we're safe.
And
then we walk through.
Like Ichabod's just like, dang it, nobody killed him. Damn it.
Mm.
So you guys pass through the barrier and find yourselves now in a dim, dark forest. Pine trees all around you and a cool nighttime breeze with stars high above you. You can take a look at your map, and you now see that since you've entered this new domain of the Night Sisters, you see writing itself onto the map once again is some new words that say, "A bag of sugar from the gingerbread hag, Rosina Ligermall."
What?
I wonder if it's sugar or
What?
What else would it be if it wasn't sugar?
obviously cane sugar instead of other processed sugar. Not
Oh,
sugar that you would find in a bath club in Onion City or anything.
Anyway, we should
Martin will be like,
probably-
"Well, given that it says the gingerbread hag, I think it's fair to assume it's real sugar."
And Mark and Ichabod just says like, it was a joke, bitch, about cocaine. Shut the fuck up. You pretentious twat.
he is rather oblivious.
what's cocaine?
You don't want to know.
So it's make
That
me
doesn't
another
sound
survival
natural.
check if you want to decipher the fastest route there.
I will
I'll
once
do it.
again help. I will bring out my quills and rulers and things like that to give the help action.
Oh, can I do enhance? I really want to do it. I'll save enhanced ability. Never mind.
So
Actually counts.
Survival, that's a 17.
Yeah, so you see there's a few distinct markings. You can estimate about where on the border you pass through. And you also kind of now notice this map just wavers and changes ever so slightly when you're not looking at it. You notice some of the outlines of borders aren't quite the same shape as they were the last time you looked at the map. But you know this to just be how the Feywild is. And there's some notable things. You see there seems to be a town sort of in the center of this domain called Briersburg. It's written under that. And then there's like a big tower icon. And then here in the forest, pretty decently close to where you guys are already, you see a little icon of a gingerbread house.
Well, that looks like it.
So you plot a pretty fast route. You think it'd only be maybe a half hour of walking. You're already pretty close by. And head on out. And Eeriena, this place is kind of homey for you. It's not your forest. It's not the same kinds of trees, but it's still a creepy dark forest, and that's sort of your vibe.
Okay. Are there any blights in the trees?
Make me a perception check.
Ooh, how does a 15 plus 8 sound to you for a 23?
Yeah, so I'll say it takes a while. You probably walk most of the way there, and then you do. You never see a blight at first, but you just sort of have a sense for them. You can feel the life in the tree that isn't normally there. And you pass by one like there it is, and you then once you notice that one, you feel like boom boom like a few others up closer, and you can see a small clearing where you can just make out a large gingerbread house, massive for you guys. And once you the closer you get to the house, the more blights there are.
This hag has good taste in her forest.
I'm just like caressing the blights as we go, and just I'm like,
Good thing we have a light on.
Yeah.
I would say that.
You guys do see as soon as Eeriena starts like patting this tree, all of a sudden one of its branches goes and like snaps downwards abruptly and violently before it like moving friendly down to sort of like pat her head.
Oh, well, that's cute.
All right then.
That's fun.
Do you
And
not
I'm gonna
have
like inch towards the center of the path as much as possible.
you don't have blights in your part of the autumnal forest?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, they're precious little children. All of them.
You
Then
see,
there-
you
Did she
now see
say-
this like haunted looking like Snow White tree kind of face just kind of cracking into existence on this tree.
And I go, did she say children? These are children?
These are
Let's not to
fun.
think about that. We have a mission.
One time, one of these tried killing me, but I avoided it because I was dumb. That's how Irene and I met.
They
She
make
warned me.
at this point she's just like giving like a garden show summary.
Yeah.
they make excellent guard plants.
I haven't seen evergreen blights in a while.
You can tell this one's young by the banding on that branch there, full of vigor.
And like Ichabod
We go.
just like nodding to me like this is dang. Wow.
Should we go? It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So you guys walk on over to the clearing where you see this gorgeous gingerbread house. And you see some smoke rising from the chimney. It smells so sweet here. And also even through the window, you can see an elderly looking chubby lady in a rocking chair with a book, just kind of rocking back and forth inside of the house.
Hello.
Let's just get this over with. And I go up to the door, and I'm actually going to use prestidigitation as I knock on the door with my staff to kind of amplify the sound of the door,
Yeah.
the knock on the door.
And you wait a second, you can hear some footsteps approaching. And she kind of like opens it, and you see she's like not looking at your level, and you see she has like a big plate full of cookies and brownies, and all sorts of manners of sweets. Children?
Oh, down here.
Oh my! She kind of puts the plate down. She's like, Applings and Pumpkinheads and Onionoid. What a lot of you doing all out here?
I'm going to pull out the letter and hold it up. We need some sugar from you.
Interesting. For the Waltz of Shadows, I'll be attending. See, I would love to help, but I'm in a little bit of a pinch myself at the moment. Perhaps if the group of you could lend a quick hand, I could part with a bag of sugar.
For what do you need?
What do you need help with?
Oh, well, it's sad, really. I can't be brought into my cabinet right now where all of my sugar is. I'm just simply too distraught. I was going to bake just so many goodies and treats for my good friend Charlie, but these mean people told him to never come around here again. And
Who's Charlie?
a very dear friend of mine.
What is he?
He's a person? I don't understand the question. Perhaps if the lot of you could reunite Charlie and myself, then I could be brought to face my sugar once again.
Face the sugar.
Suspish.
Where is Charlie?
Oh, he's in Briersburg, just a short walk that a ways.
What's he look like?
Well, he's about 3.5 feet tall, bit of a chubby lad, like suspenders, sandy blonde hair.
What's his favorite dish? Or what's your favorite?
What? What are you asking?
What's your favorite? What do you guys usually do when he comes over?
Oh, well, we just talk about all sorts of things, and I bake for him. He just loves sweets.
Would
So
you
do
say
I.
would you say that you have him for dinner?
Oh, not normally, but as a treat, maybe.
Interesting.
Okay. Is this some type of private time? Like
I don't think it's that.
No.
okay.
Ichabod is suspicious but doesn't share his things that he thinks that this hag is going to eat this child, just going to go along with it.
Yeah, Chesterwick definitely also thinks this, but is also just going to be like, we're not in our
And
territory.
Chesterwick is
say.
smart enough to know this is a very powerful hag.
Yeah.
This is
Like,
not a woman to be messed with.
Yeah, and like Ichabod's just
She is putting on a sweet candy front, but
I have an
she
idea.
is so powerful.
and like Ichabod is just like, yeah.
I have an idea. What if we give Martin a blonde wig?
I don't think
Ooh.
that's going to work.
Oh, I could do a deception check.
You have his commotion in front of her. You're still right there. So
What are we
will,
gonna-
will you help me? I just miss my friend so dearly.
Sure you do, babes.
Of course we will. We'll start on that right away. And I'm gonna start like nudging people away from the door. Like, we have a mission.
After like we're out of earshot and the door is closed, Ireena's just like,
She's going to eat that child. What?
Yes, she is. But also, we have a mission. She's an incredibly powerful hag. We can't risk it.
So we're gonna sacrifice a child.
At least
Well-
she doesn't like to eat us.
Master
I don't
Wizard
think I don't
Caramel
think she likes
always
vegetables
said.
or fruits.
Well, Master Wizard Caramel always said that we have to do what is necessary.
Okay, well, let's get that child.
Let's go sacrifice a child then.
So
that
you
child.
guys head
Mark, I didn't
on
realize-
following the map towards Briarsburg.
Mhm.
We're off to go kill a child. Oh, what else?
We're not killing it.
True, the hag is.
We're delivering. We're door dashing.
So you soon find yourselves coming upon this adorable little hamlet of a town. It's nighttime, but there's still people out like selling things and doing things. Everyone looks kind of sad. Everyone looks a little depressed. You all get the distinct feeling it's probably always nighttime here. So that's why they're still selling things despite it being pitch black out. And yes, you've found the town. How do we want to proceed?
What's the name of the kid again?
Charlie.
Is it a specific kid, or does it have to be any kind of kid that's 3 feet tall that's blonde?
I have a feeling it's a specific kid.
Feeling that it's Charlie.
Suspenders, 3 feet tall and blonde.
Can we do like a perception check to see if we can see him? from where
Sure,
we're
roll me some
standing?
perceptions.
I wonder,
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
do
do
you think
that.
that's like what the hag puts into her Pizza Hut order?
Uber Eats.
I got a 10. So 8 plus
Wait,
2.
you're doing
Cool.
wait, are we doing perception checks?
Yeah,
I got a
let me do it.
19.
Oh, are we all doing it?
that as
I
well.
got a dirty 20.
Already 10 o'clock. Might as well.
16.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say you guys can spot. It doesn't look like there's a lot of kids around. It's also all
wonder
sorts
where
of
they went.
races: elves, goblins, humans. You know, a whole mess of junk all here. This is a very strange settlement.
There are humans here?
Yeah. And you do, however, see there seems to be like a schoolhouse that you can see some motion in the windows of. Yeah, so you walk on up, kind of passing underneath wagons and under trees and things, keeping largely out of sight.
I feel like you should have given that warning in the beginning about child endangerment.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Child endangerment.
Okay, Spencer, when you're editing this, just include that clip and put it in the front.
Just move it to the beginning.
It's not gothic
Um,
horror.
Yeah,
But there's child endangerment.
It's not
Yeah.
gothic horror.
Yeah.
It's
We
very
don't
just
need to
regular
provide any
horror.
warnings. We're just going to endanger a
Um,
child.
yeah.
It's
So
not gothic horror. It's fairy tale horror.
you walk up to the schoolhouse. What do we do?
Grab a child.
Peek into the
Sure, I'll say
window
you'll
and
have to do
around
some
person.
sort of standing on top of each other situation to get somebody to be able to look through. So who wants to be on the top?
I will. I'll be a
Oh my
top.
god, for the first time, I'm gonna be in the bottom.
Yes, so
Right.
sure, you
And then-
do see you look through the window, Ichabod, and you see there's just like a lady in like a old timey like dress with like a pointer pointing at a chalkboard, and a whole like rows and rows of children, all of them looking kind of sad, and very thin, except for one. A little blonde human boy with fat, chubby cheeks and suspenders.
Is he in
There he is.
there?
Yes, he is.
Is he in the front or back of the room?
In the back.
So he's near us. He's near us.
Yeah, he's probably pretty close to the window where you are, yeah.
How
Oh,
far away
that's
is
good.
he?
I have
10
an
feet.
I have an
10 feet?
idea. I have an
Okay.
idea.
I also have an idea because I have a lyre, a siren song lyre. I was just gonna charm him just so he can follow us out there. I mean,
All right.
Pied Piper this shit out, right?
All right, so you're gonna use your magic item, the lyre.
Yes, my magic lyre. I'm a magic lyre. It says that it says like for the charm person, the DC spell is 13. And then it is
Sure.
a wisdom, and I don't add anything to wisdom, so it's 13.
So a charming effect like this, you would still need to speak to him to get him to do anything. Like charming just means if you speak to him, he will be much more amicable towards you.
Mhm.
You do have
Okay.
other spells in
That's-
the lyre, like suggestion, that would make him do something, but
Okay. What's your idea?
Someone give me a boost up there.
Okay, so what we do is we just switch position because Ichabod's burst.
But do all of us need to be stacked together to reach the window, or
I'm gonna say yeah. Y'all are only a foot tall.
But if I can see through the window and see this kid, right?
Mhm.
I'd like to cast Mage Hand on him and kind of
Okay.
yank him towards the window, because my Mage Hand takes the shape of my swarming spirits. Kittens are just gonna start like biting onto his sleeves and
Yeah.
like pulling him towards the window. Little
That's
black
not kidnapping.
kittens.
So yeah, sure. All of a sudden, like coming from like out of his sleeves and up from his collar, are like little black kittens that start just sort of like grabbing onto his shirt and like pulling. He's what is this? He looks at you, or you're just like, waving at him, and he's
And I'm just gonna have more kittens out here.
he sees more kittens and he looks confused, and like no one else has really seemed to notice all this happening, and he's
I'm
And
just
he-
seeing this as I'm like
Yeah.
underneath her, and I'm gonna take my staff and I'm like, I'm gonna try and help you a little bit. And I wave my staff and I'm gonna cast prestidigitation again to like make it smell like freshly baked cookies. And kind of
Okay.
try and waft that through the window.
I'll say that'll do it. He has he's a bit of a cookie addiction after his time with
Wow,
Rosina.
y'all are terrible
Or
people.
Rosina.
You know how to lure kids.
And so I have to go to the bathroom. And he gets up out of his seat and steps outside towards
Are
where
we-
the outhouse is.
Can we just acknowledge that we're luring a child with small animals and candies?
Oh,
Ooh,
and once he's in earshot, I will try charming him to follow whatever we want to do. So we can add in coercion
Yeah,
into there as well.
He
into this fucking
walks
potato
out of the house of the schoolhouse and walks towards you guys, and he looks even more confused now that he sees this weird little stack of food people. He's like, what are you guys?
Okay, I would like to like use my lyre and then charm him.
Sure. So charm person is a wisdom saving throw on my part.
will
Yes.
the smell of freshly baked cookies give him disadvantage? I'm gonna keep spamming it in his general direction.
Well, he didn't need
Oh.
disadvantage. He has no modifier and he rolled a 6.
Oof.
So
The DC is 13.
Yeah.
I just do. Ichabod just
see,
does this, being like, "So sorry to do this."
His
but
eyes kind of glaze over a bit.
I just totally do like a quick like "Doot" on my lute, and then or like on the
Yeah.
lyre. I'm just like,
He's just like,
okay. we do see-
where are you guys? This is weird.
Where are your best friends? Let's go for a walk. There's cookies.
Make a persuasion check. You have advantage because you charmed him.
Okay. So that means I get to roll twice.
Yes.
Okay. So glad I have advantage there. Okay, so persuasion 15, 16. 15 plus 7.
Yeah.
15,
she's-
16, 17.
Okay.
Oh, wow, this kid.
Where are we going? He starts walking with you guys.
Cool. So we lead him back to the cottage because we're horrible people.
I am actually going to really quick. I'm going to try and create a little bit of a distraction in the classroom so that it's hard for them to kind of know that someone's missing. I'm actually going to dart back to the door. I'm assuming the door is open a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to peek through and I'm going to pick like the most studious, smart teacher pet looking kid, and I'm going to cast
Sure.
infestation on him.
Oh my
Sure, yeah. There's like a little girl who's like frequently, yeah, ma'am, it's 7. The answer is 7.
Yeah, and I cast infestation on her. No one sees this, but I reach out my hand and like a little white worm crawls out, and then I
Ooh.
squish it,
Ooh.
Jeez.
and like suddenly she just jumps out of her seat.
Yeah.
Well, she has to make a con saving throw, but she's probably going to fail. She's a child.
Yeah, I got a
Um,
9.
Yeah, my DC is a 15. So yeah, she feels little like maggots and worms biting her, and she kind of jumps up.
Just like,
And if you
just-
really want to, you can. She moves east according
yeah,
to the
she-
cantrip.
She like moves
leaps
towards
out of
the
her chair,
blackboard. And teacher's like, Mary, take your seat.
and then I'm going to jog back to the group as quickly as possible, having created a distraction.
Nice one.
Yeah. So you're still walking Charlie out of town. As soon as you get to the forest, he stops and he's like, wait a second. That's where Rosina is.
Prestidigitation, cookie smells.
Those guys, the people with swords told me I shouldn't go back there.
Yeah, but you see how delicious looking that house is?
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
What?
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Who, me?
Yeah, you said it.
Ugh. 4 plus 2.
Did you do advantage?
14.
Yeah. He's like, it is a pretty delicious house. And he continues walking.
We're
Oh,
horrible
wow.
people. This is truly like
Yeah. So you guys walk all the way through the forest and make it back to the front door of Rosina Liquor Mall's gingerbread house. And you knock and she opens. She's like, Charlie, oh, how I've missed you.
oh dear.
And she pulls him into a big hug and he hugs her back and he's like, do you have more cake? And she's like, of course, sweetheart. Well, thank you all so much for reuniting me and my good friend here. I'll get you that bag of sugar.
So this entire time, I have no idea what she's gonna do, and I'm like, "We're happy to help, ma'am."
And a moment later, she returns with a little bag of sugar for you guys and hands it down to you.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Give the queen
Thank
my
you.
best.
Of course. Go,
can
go,
I
go, go,
ask a
go,
question?
go. And I just start
Mhm.
pushing everyone.
Can we save the kid?
Can I ask a question? Just
Like cats are swarming around me real quick. And I'm just like,
what do you know about this letter? Is this normal? They've never asked us to get things before.
And yeah, she kind of bends down. She's like, oh no, it is very strange. She kind of whispers in your little pumpkin head where your ear would be. I wouldn't trust it.
Oh,
Great.
Wow! After we already kidnapped that kid. Wow.
Well,
Is there
toodaloo.
any way of us saving this kid?
Maybe I'll
It's
see
like-
you at the Vaults of Shadows.
Areena's
Maybe.
been like skeevy about this since she saw the letter. And she's like, I'm gonna ask the first like legit Unseelie Fae we run into. And they think it's weird. So now she's like,
I should we just go back home?
Yeah, let's do it. So happy
We
wake up.
have a mission to fulfill.
Isn't that all of them?
For once, Chesto's right. We can't just go home now. We have everything we need.
Oh,
Part of me really wants to try rolling sleep on her so the kid can escape.
I don't know if
It's not
that would
gonna
work,
work.
but there's maybe
I feel
some things you could
guilty.
try.
I
You're a
very
don't think that's a
persuasive
good
person.
idea.
It'd be fucked. And then this game will go on forever.
can I wait? What? So I'm still confused. Like, since I don't know, why are you trying? What are you trying to do?
I'm just saying I would love to like try casting sleep on her, which would make her fall asleep so the kid can escape. But like that's not happening. 'Cause
Okay.
she will
I
murder
guess
us.
not. So sleep is based on how many hit points a creature has.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she has more hit points
I know.
than sleep can handle.
I know.
I will say if you want to try stuff, you
No.
can, but
no.
maybe just be more persuasive or something. Use your
I-
silver tongue.
I was just saying that it would be great if that happened, but honestly, this kid can die. I don't give a shit.
Oh god.
But no, better yet, but no, actually, how about this? How about this? So it all goes well. When we leave, we go back into the city and we just like whisper to some guards, hey, BT dubs, a kid's in there again. Go after. The guards kill her.
As you guys kind of
Yeah.
like start heading out, he is kind of still just sitting there eating cake. Because weird little ugly creatures, aren't they? As you guys start leaving, that's what he says.
I'm just like hurting away. Like something might happen. We don't want to see this.
Ugly.
Let's attack the kid. This bitch called us ugly. Attack him.
is it because we're fruits and vegetables?
He only likes sweets.
I open the map. Where are we going next?
And now that you have all three objects, you see a little dotted line start drawing itself from the gingerbread house to the next border, where you see the words emblazoned themselves, the Garden of Regret.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh,
Am I gonna have Ichabod looks down on it being like, oh cool, Garden of Regret. Well, I have to see all my exes. Goddamn.
let's just head through this as quickly as possible so that we can get back.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's a bad idea, but you don't have to listen to me.
I feel like coming here is like really appropriate after just giving that kid to that.
So you all wave goodbyes. Rosalina just is just sitting there in the window waving happily goodbye, you guys. And you walk towards the border. And I will say Martin is giving a hefty distance between all of you and the when you get towards the border.
Oh, wait, I'll do it this time. But instead of a strength
Tradition.
check, can I just make
You're
an
gonna do your
intimidation check?
Oh, sure.
I just want all of the kittens to just start encircling him, and they're just like yowling angrily. And I'm just looking him dead in the eye and kittens are starting to fall out of my eyes and mouth.
Oof.
'Cause I'm just like,
You should go first.
make an intimidation check.
I feel like Martin just didn't even protest and he just got scared out of his wits and just went in there.
He's like, oh fuck.
oh, wait, is anybody? Can I get the help action from anybody?
Yeah. I'll enhance her ability. What check do you have to do?
I'm making an intimidation check.
So that would
can I-
technically be
can I-
charisma.
The charisma? Yes, I'm gonna give you Eagle Splendor.
So I think it's like a +2.
So you have advantage.
Cool.
That's a nat 20 with the advantage plus my
Yeah.
non-existent charisma modifier.
Wonderful. So yeah, your cats like start circling him and doing that thing where when they get close to each other, it becomes just like massive shadow writhing around him. Here's fine. I'm just doing it because I want to.
No, you're not. You're a scaredy cat, pun intended.
No, I'm not. And he just hurries through the.
I don't know about being a scaredy cat. These cats are like
Scary.
5,
And
4, 3.
You wait 5 seconds.
2,
He doesn't come
1.
back through.
Oh, he might have died.
Wait, did he die this time?
Oh, I hope so.
Uh-oh.
You're not through. You don't know.
Eeriena, do you want to send a cat through and see if it comes back?
Can I cast beasts? Well, they're not technically beasts.
I already used my leer to charm that kid, or else I would like speak to animals.
Are there any animals nearby that aren't my cats?
Some birds, sure. There's like some crows and things in the trees.
That's new. He didn't show up.
I don't
He's
know.
dead.
Because like I want to cast beast sense, but the cats aren't actually beasts, so I don't think it works on them.
Right.
So
Okay.
can I hit?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
You're just gonna go.
I'm just gonna go in there.
Wonderful.
Fine.
So, Beaux, you walk through the border, and the Night Sisters domain fades from your view, and in comes this new, similarly dark but much more verdant environment around you. Tons and tons of plants, and you see, struggling in front of you in the grasp of a blight is Martin, and the blight is just sort of like inspecting his apple head in the air.
And I just stick my head into that whatever it was, and then I just go, just come in here. I think especially what's his name, Eeriena. I need.
I carefully creep my
think
way
we need
in.
I think we need your help over here.
Okay.
I just say like, is it the blights again? Goddamn.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Hey,
Oh, you're a precious boy.
Unhand me right now, you creature!
And
can I like so I'll come in and be like, oh, you're such a darling, and start like petting it.
Yeah.
I do
It
have-
kind of just looks down, still holding. And goes,
I do
And-
have to say, it's like throwing him in there is like a really effective, cautious thing to do.
Yeah,
Agreed.
of course.
Oh,
I'm
And
just
then
gonna like lift up my broom and swat it gently against it, which like
wouldn't
should like work.
Yeah,
think-
yeah, totally. You do that, and you're like, "Oh, let him go."
and then
Um,
Ichabod says really like just being like, well, when I went up against them, I didn't get caught by them.
and
I didn't get caught by these
the
wonderful
blade
creatures.
kind of groans, kind of like it doesn't want to let him go. It's like, but it just puts him back down on the ground and like taps his head a little bit before returning to its tree pose.
Awesome.
Should have snapped his neck. I mean, Ichabod says that underneath his breath.
And Martin is like, "But at least one of you was helpful."
When I got caught up with them, I didn't get caught up by them.
Wait, do we
always
need
brag
to,
about
do we
being
need
the
to stay
greatest.
here? Like, are we headed somewhere here? Or are we
Yeah,
just
so
through the
you
garden?
open the map and you see the line continues until you see a new symbol draws itself of a dark looking palace. And
That's a
you
dark
assume
looking
that
palace.
to be the queen's domain.
So I'm gonna just like how fast does one of these things move?
The blight.
How fast does a blight move normally?
I put the monster manual away.
I don't know.
Probably like 30 feet.
I think it's probably a
Blights.
normal thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just check online real quick.
How
So
is
if it
our
was-
speed? How is our speed the same as these big ass things when we're like a foot tall or like 30 feet? Sorry.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's normal speed.
Okay, I'm just gonna like tap it with my broom a few times, and like I'm just gonna be like, "Would you mind giving us a ride?"
And you hear like that's like the what looked like a solid tree stump separates into two massive legs, and it just kind of like lets its arms down towards the ground as if saying like you can stand on my arms.
I'll just like Pumpkinhead 360 starts turning around to the group.
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
start pushing
survive.
Martin onto the.
I'm getting so tired of you, Honeycrisp. And he steps up onto it, and the blade doesn't do anything.
no one likes you, Martin.
And if you say anything, we'll all back Chester.
So like this
So-
blight is gonna be our Megazord. Okay.
All right. Cool.
Just
The
ride
speed of
it.
the blight. The speed of the blight is 20.
Oh, it's a
No,
little
it's a twig
slower.
blade. I think it's a regular sized blade. I think is
Oh yeah,
Is
this is a
normal.
twig blight that I'm. Yeah,
a
regular. is
full grown
regular.
blade is 30. I'll say.
Okay, gotcha.
And yeah, so if you guys get up onto its arms, it'll put Eeriena up on its shoulders and just starts carrying you guys through the Garden of Regrets.
And Alex and Ichabod is just strumming along, being like, some music to play.
Yeah. I'll say Martin will pipe up and be like, I heard that there's a terrible, monstrous gardener who works here. He's
then
just
Alex just-
waiting to sink his claws into you and bury you in the ground to grow something foul.
And then Ichabod just like
Hmm.
plays louder. Just plays louder.
I
Oh
wonder
my
what would
Eeriena-
grow out of you.
She just uses Mage Hand from time to time to start picking some of the flowers with kittens
Yeah.
that want up the twig blight or the blight. And she's
This
just
is
like
a
into her-
fascinating place for Eeriena. There's lots of cool plants around.
It's like,
Um,
this will be fun. This is good.
and I don't know, maybe as we go, there's just more kittens start showing up randomly across the tree.
Yeah. And you guys pass like lots of things that you think probably would have been big problems for you
Oh god.
had you not been a solid 15 feet in the air riding the shoulders of a large fully grown blight.
Good.
Like you see these weird pitcher plant things that kind of like as you walk as the blight walks by moves out of its way, that are still emitting this like very sweet aroma that even for a second sort of almost makes you want to like, jump in, but the blight carries you away.
Hell yeah. Thank you,
And
Eeriena.
you quickly pass by what looks like some sort of gardening center. You see a much larger gardening shed that's much more elaborate. You even see some movement inside. The blight doesn't seem to care too much, but I think at least for Martin, he will kind of shut up and be kind of scared as he thinks the gardener is there.
And
And
Ichabod just whispers into the apple head of him and just been like, he likes apples.
Wow.
And after a brisk walk through the Garden of Regrets, you make it to the edge where you can see there's sort of like somewhat of a moat in between the garden, and you can see like a town starting on the other side. And then at the far end of the town, you see the palace, and the blight extends its arms. They even kind of grow so they fully cover the moat, and allow you to descend from his form before pulling back and kind of going and waving goodbye to Eeriena, before lumbering back into the wood.
She's just gonna be like,
Just so the rest of you know, don't try anything like that if I'm not with you, okay?
I kind of figured.
Blights are
Yeah.
extremely territorial, violent plants that will eat anything given the opportunity.
I think that's what the purpose is for this other apple person.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's for Martin. Yeah.
You've all been so rude to me
Oh, shut
all
up.
day.
Can I put a kitten on his shoulder that just hisses at him?
Sure.
Martin, you are brought around as bait. BEABAIT. I swear I can spell. Bait.
I'm a wizard and I'm talented and good and you'll see. And he just starts marching towards the palace.
See, this works out. Okay, go get killed.
I'm
and
also
you
going
guys,
to start walking, but like
yeah.
try and keep everyone 10 feet behind him.
We're like,
He's just sort of
behind.
huffing and puffing in front of you guys, and this is a a bustling Unseelie town. Lots of elves and goblins and all manner of fey folk, satyrs and whatnot, all around you guys. It's a big bustling town. No one even really seems to care. You guys aren't even the smallest things around. There's like little pixies flittering around that are smaller than you guys, and no one pays you a second glance. As you make your way and all the way down to the palace.
Do we not see other creatures that are in the same species as us?
No, you guys normally, you guys are also of the Seelie court. This is not your domain. This is the
okay.
opposite of what you guys would normally be doing.
Noted.
Yes. So, you guys walk up the large staircase to this impressive dark palace. The air chilling all of your stems as you ascend, and you make it to the large door where even as you're right about to knock, the door just opens inwards, and you see this strange rabbit person staring down at all of you.
I just
Yes?
pull out the letter and hold it up. We've come with this.
Ah, of course. You must be the delivery that Hagneek is expecting. Very well. Right this way. And he abruptly turns and starts walking down this lavishly decorated hall. This is the largest building any of you've ever seen. This is multiple Onionopolises put together, many Onionopolis, and
Wow.
it is gorgeous. And she leads you down a few winding halls that start out as opulent as this, and then sort of get smaller and more wooden. Those of you with any sort of knowledge on this would assume this is probably servants like areas instead of royal areas. And you hear the sounds of someone. Check the soap. Make sure the chicken's fully cooked. And other kitchen sounds as you are led into what you would assume is the kitchen of the castle. And the rabbit stops and says, "Pagneek, your delivery is here." Without getting a response or anything or waiting, just immediately turns around and walks out. And you guys see before you a kitchen with 3 goblins in it. They're bigger than the goblins that you saw at like the Teacup Town, but still very like goblin-y, and wearing each of them chef's outfits. And then the largest one sort of steps in front of you up to the chopping table where he's been working. He's like, "Right, so you bring everything?"
Okay, Gordon Ramsay.
I feel like we're gonna get cooked, yo.
Yeah, same, but whatever. We haven't been
I'm gonna hand the tea leaves that I think I would have been carrying to
Yeah.
Martin, and I'm just gonna like take a step back and kind of pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah, so I think Martin's pride is kind of wounded enough for him to miss some maybe obvious clues here.
I was kind of hoping for that.
Yeah.
And he hops up onto this table carrying the tea, carrying the pears, and the sugar. Just right. So we have brought everything you've asked for, and you. I mean, it didn't say anything in your letter, but I'm assuming you'll be rewarding each of our homes gloriously for our performance.
And the rest, the four of us, just are slowly backing up, being like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually, yeah,
Thank
you
you.
see my staff, I have it in, I have it kind of a little bit in front of me. You see me kind of begin to move it in front of me as I take a few steps back.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a spell in case what happens happens.
I'm just holding.
We're all
fucking
kind of
axe.
assuming that something is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm
So
holding my horn of blast.
you
This
guys
thing's like a one-shot thing.
some things start clicking into place for you. You look in the back and you see a bubbling stew full of chopped bits of chicken and beef and what looks like maybe pumpkin.
No.
And some words start falling into place. You remember the letter. You remember reading the food people of the autumn forest will be prepared. You remember reading. You remember reading that
Called it.
they wanted you to
Called it.
dispatch your hardiest citizens, and you remember reading that your presence would be most enjoyed.
Yeah, we're like backing the fuck up. At this time frame, the group of us are like nearing the door.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you, if that wasn't enough to confirm your suspicions, as Martin sort of turns around, is like, and as we have so laudably performed the task before you, you watch the goblin, like his long tongue, like licking his lips as he raises a butcher's knife and goes, and just slashes Martin in half. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
Actually fighting.
And I
Wait,
have a
oh,
little
no.
surprise. Oh, can you enable screen sharing, Spencer?
oh,
God.
let me see.
19, 20,
Security
I'm at 20. I'm at 18 plus 3.
screen
with the
share.
shit.
There we go. I got a 5.
I got 21, so 18 plus 3.
I got
19. Oh my gosh!
Oh
I
my goodness.
loved it.
So
Oh my
this
gosh,
is the
Colton,
scene
this is
set before
beautiful.
you. I didn't draw the map. That is not me. Or these guys. I just made the fruit.
This is so cute.
Yes. So
Okay, well, I actually when I was drawing, I have like I only have Martin left, but I guess he's dead. So I'm not finishing it.
Martin is full dead.
Before we move forward, here
Also.
is the finished line art for all 4 of us.
Aw.
Wait.
Stop sharing so we can see it big.
No, it's
Aw,
Oh.
so cute.
This is so cute. I love me. Oh my gosh. You got the flair.
But-
Baby.
So let's get that initiative order.
Wait, can we say that we're like moved back away from the table since we're talking about how we are creeping backwards?
No, that's where you are.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna run, but
Yeah.
well, I guess
Also, all the doors like slam close.
Oh, lovely.
can we, if we were readying a spell before he got butchered, can we have like a spell before initiative?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna shillelagh my broom.
Cool.
Yeah,
we
no,
have-
I will I'll just do it on my turn.
Sweet.
I have Eldrick on par.
All right.
Okay, I got 19 by the way.
I got a 5.
I got 21.
You got a 21.
18
That
plus 3.
looks cool. So your name's Ichabod.
Shit.
What about Eeriena?
15 plus 3 is an 18.
Okay.
Cool. And what about Chester?
Oh, I said I got a 5.
Cool. All right. 6 down.
Look at these goblins.
Also, the main chef's title was High Restaurateur to the Queen. So
Yeah,
that's
it
the
says
last.
so on the invite.
Yeah. So yeah, he makes food, and you guys are food. All right, one last roll. Oh no.
I'm so glad this is a one-shot character.
All
Yep.
right. So up first is Ichabod.
Yay. So I have Eldritch Blast that I'm just going to do like both beams because level 5, so there's 2 beams level 5.
My Eldritch Blast, baby.
Yes. But first, what I'm gonna do is, wait, actually, how far? 120 feet. So yeah, I want to like move backwards away from the table. This is a 120 blast. So how far away are we from the table, anyways? Are we at the table? Like near
You're
him?
right here. So you're on this spot. This is each of these squares is 5 feet.
Love this, baby. Lit. So 5 feet. If I could
So
go,
where do you want
like-
to move?
Okay, could I like? So I want to do an angle, but I also don't want to like hit anyone. So
There's not a huge risk of that. Eldritch Blast is a pretty controlled spell.
Mhm.
Okay, lit. In that case, I'm gonna go 10 to the right. So like
That's
yeah,
10. 5, 10.
10, and then I'm gonna do 10 back. And 5 back.
There.
And then 5 over. Towards the door.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. So
Sweet.
2 things.
Roll 2 attacks.
Give me 1 second to get a 10 dice. Okay, 10 dice. Okay. And because because all my spells are charisma, so I added a +5 charisma because I have a +5 multiplier in my charisma. So I add 5 to it, right?
To
The attack
you
roll?
add
To
add
attack?
5 and your proficiency bonus. So I think it's +8.
Yeah, so it'd
Okay.
be proficiency and charisma. You don't add it to your damage, just to your attack roll.
Okay, gotcha. So first one is good. So that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that'll be a 10 because I rolled a 2. So I go up to a 10.
A 10 does
Right?
not hit.
Okay.
Oof.
Fucking rip. Rip my pussy, goddamn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Because I rolled a 5, so
A
13.
13. A 13 does not hit.
Oh no.
Well, at least I ran away.
Awesome. So that is your movement and your main action. Do you want to do a bonus action of any kind?
It's my bonus action. I'm guessing that there's light in this place.
Yeah, it's well lit.
Okay, I want to just like snuff out my flame. I'm like less.
Sure.
I'm like less like, oh, look at me, I'm a flame boy over here. I'm gonna just like be like, hey, I'm gonna try hiding in the shadows.
Sure. All right. Up next is Pagneeg. And he's actually going to use a layer action first, which is you watch as he walks over to this stew that's bubbling and kind of just knocks it over a bit. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
They
Oh,
just
no.
spilled the stew. Asshole. Somebody worked hard on that stew.
Oh, thank goodness, 19.
I'm gonna use a luck point to re-roll my 4.
19
Ooh.
as well.
Nice.
19 plus 2, so 19, 20, 21.
I burned one of 3 luck points to roll a 16 plus 6 is 22.
You all pass. You all
Yeah.
manage to like do like a little tap dance to avoid all the falling, boiling stew. But that is just his
Idiot.
layer action. Now he's going to use his main action,
Oh,
which is
You just hear
10.
Beaux just saying, idiot.
he is going to take 2 attacks on you, Beaux.
Oh no.
do I have armor?
What?
Do I have?
God, I hope you have armor.
No, I don't.
I'm guessing you did not give yourself armor because your armor class is 13, which is very low.
Yeah, I didn't look it up when I was like,
I'll give you an additional +2. I'm sure
Wait.
you're wearing probably some sort of metal armor. So
yeah.
we can say 15 is your AC.
Well, thank you.
First attack, I rolled a 1, so that's going to miss. And the second attack is going to hit. And that's going to be 11 slashing damage as he takes his butcher's knife and goes across your chest.
Yay! Okay, well, I'm gonna use my racial ability.
Oh boy. So you use your
After
reaction.
getting a slashing damage. So
Yes.
after getting slashing damage, I get when you take a slashing damage as a reaction, I will create a 10-foot radius area of harsh onion fumes. Any creature that is not an onionoid within the fumes must succeed a 14 Constitution save throw.
Am I technically out of that range? So I'm at 15.
You are 15 feet away, so you're out of
Good.
range.
Thank God.
So yeah, I have that. So DC 14 Constitution saving throw or have a disadvantage on all attacks and ability checks. This disadvantage lasts 1 minute until the creature succeeds on the saving throw on a subsequent turn or until they spend an action rubbing their
Yeah.
eyes.
So it's a DC 14, you said, Constitution
Yeah.
save?
Yes.
I fail. So he's like slashes at you, and then immediately you all watch this like juice spray into the air around
Yeah.
Beaux.
So
Babes,
So
Colton,
he-
I love this.
so while he's distracted rubbing his fucking
yeah,
eyes,
so he's just like "Ah!"
I am gonna go ahead and do my
Well, it's not your turn.
well, he's busy.
Actually, I lied. You go right after him. It is your turn now.
Yeah, it is. I was paying attention. What else? What can I have a double attack ability.
Ooh.
I can attack twice. I'm gonna use my no, my woodcutter won't really work on him. I mean, it would work on him, but it won't have the advantage. So it would only be like 1 second. This is so hard to look at. Like D&D Beyond is a lot easier to look at. Okay. What do I do to attack?
You roll a
D20 plus
D20,
your.
plus
yeah.
strength and proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're swinging like that axe at him, roll a d20, add your proficiency and your strength.
Okay. Aha! 17.
17
3.
hits.
Huh?
17 hits.
And then what do I do?
So it's a D10 of damage, and then add your strength modifier to it.
A D10. Oh Lord. And strength modifier. 9 plus 3.
Sweet. So 12 damage to Pagnig.
And I can attack twice.
Yep, so do it again.
Oh, let's do it again. Let's do it again. 15.
Plus anything?
That's plus strength, right?
Plus strength and proficiency. So yeah, I guess.
So plus 6.
His
Is that
armor
a
class
base
is
strength?
16.
So it's 21.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Another 9 plus 3.
Sweet,
12.
so another 12 damage. 24 damage in total.
Bitch.
Nicely done. Do you want to do anything with a bonus action or anything?
Huh?
Do you want to do a bonus action of any kind?
I don't even know if I have that. Let me see. I can't see anything. Everything's so tiny. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay.
What constitutes as a bonus action? Just like spells that are like mentioned as bonus actions?
Yeah, if it says it's a bonus action, it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Some spells and some features. Like so Nino's playing a fighter, so he can second wind or action surge as a bonus action normally.
Gotcha.
Sorry, let me double
So
check.
if you want to action surge, that would be great because that means you get 4 attacks.
Can I do
You've already
that?
taken 2, but you can make 2 more.
Yeah, you can take 1 additional action on your turn. This can be used 1 time per.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's do action. Action.
Surge.
Whew, action. Surge.
Sure. So roll another attack then.
The same kind of rolls I did earlier.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And because you have extra attack, you'll get to attack twice when you attack.
Twice again.
So 2 attacks. Yep.
Because you're
Wow.
taking the attack action.
11 plus 3. 14.
Isn't it also plus? It's strength and proficiency modifier,
Oh,
so it's plus 6,
3,
wouldn't it?
that's 17.
Yes, that'll hit.
And 7 plus 6.
That's not
13.
hit. So roll 1 damage. 1 hit and 1 miss. So only roll damage once.
Wait, what? I did the D10.
Oh, but then
The
why plus
D10.
6? So 7 plus 3, then not 7 plus 6. Gotcha.
Okay, so it's a 9.
Or 10. Yeah.
Then. Wow, math.
So roll another attack.
That one's a 20. Wow.
A natural 20?
Yeah.
So that's a critical hit. So yeah,
Do
go
I
ahead.
kill him?
Well, you'll automatically deal 10 damage. So go ahead and roll damage.
Roll damage.
Yeah, roll the damage dice.
Okay, 7.
So 10 plus 7 plus 3, so 20. Dang. Pagnig is looking not awesome.
Ooh.
That's for slashing me, bitch.
Yeah.
Wait,
He's,
you know,
he's like, ah, being slashed repeatedly as he cries. And that is Beaux. Well
What was
done.
my damage that I got? Was it 11?
what are you at now?
There you go. 33 is my
Yeah,
total.
you got 11, yes. So it is now Eeriena's turn.
So if I go into like the mist, I'll get fucked up by the onion mist, right?
You'll have to make a con save.
Well, it lasts for a minute.
That's 10 rounds. So
Yeah, so it'll be there.
Is that what it is? What the fuck?
Damn.
I feel like Pagny looks fucked up, right?
He's
Yeah.
got some life in him, but he's definitely bleeding.
I'm just gonna go fight the sous chef, I guess. So I'm gonna go diagonally to the one that's diagonal from me, like notably, like past Yeah, that one. I'm gonna go to that one.
Sure. Are you
and,
walking
like-
over to it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I had shillelagh'd, which means my broom looks extra bristly, and there's like little droplets of blood seeping out of it now. And bonus action, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark this goblin, as all of my kitten's eyes get those horrible cat slits, and they yowl. And I'm just gonna attack it. And I get extra attack too, because I'm not a druid, I'm a ranger.
Hell yeah.
So first attack. Ew, how does a 6 + 8 is 14?
That'll hit.
Oh, sick. So I'm gonna deal a D8 plus a D6 from the Hunter's Mark, plus my Wisdom modifier. 5 + 5 is 10 damage on that hit.
Sweet.
And second attack. Oh, I'm gonna use a lucky point because I rolled a 2.
Sure.
1 luck left. 10 + 8 is 18.
That'll hit.
And 5 + 5 is 10 damage. And can I
Sweet.
please get a? So I'm gonna I'm just swatting at this thing with my broom. Is
Yeah.
it like it's a medium-sized creature, right?
Mhm.
It's medium, correct?
Yep.
Or is it small?
It's medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, since it's only and we're small, right? Or are we tiny?
I think I made you tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that won't work. But I can still do at least. So yeah. I'm gonna whack it with the second hit. How far away from the fire is this guy? If you draw like a line to the fire.
5, 10, 15, about 20.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah. Can I get a strength saving throw from him?
Yeah.
He needs to beat my spell save DC as
I
my
got a
kitten.
6.
That does not beat it. So I'm gonna move him 15 feet anywhere I want to as kittens just descend on him
Sure.
and push him with my swarm. And I'm
Where's
gonna
it going?
I'm shoving him towards the fire.
10, 15. So he's kind of just like, oh, yeah, like tottering over the side of the fire. He's not quite in, but he's right there.
Angry cats all over the place.
Wonderful.
That's all I got.
Sweet. It is now Glorb's turn. This is Glorb. And Glorb is gonna come. Glorb is the sous chef. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Fuck you. Wait,
Well, he's still just
in-
out of reach of you.
well, he's in the mist area.
No, he's not. He's on this square. It's based on where their feet are. He's on this one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so that's
Um,
5. That's 5, 10 at a diagonal.
No,
it be the
he's
same
on this
distance as-
square. He's not in it. So yeah, I guess he's just gonna take the dodge action because he can't reach you. He's 5 feet away from being able to reach you. So yeah, that's gonna be him. And it is now Chester's turn.
Ooh.
Blast them away, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm not even going to yeah, I'm not gonna move yet. I'm gonna go straight for Pagneed. I raise my staff in the air and I circle my staff. As you see, growing is this green apple that it looks pretty and fresh, and then it just starts rotting, and I throw it forward and it just flies to the air, leaving a green trail of smoke as I'm going to cast Melt's Acid Arrow, and I'm going to do that at
Ooh.
3rd level.
Jesus Christ.
What do I need to do for that?
I have to roll to hit. Yep, I have to roll to hit. Does a 21 hit?
That'll hit.
All right, let me see how many D4s I need. So I cast it at 3rd level, so I get 1d4. So it's 5d4. One moment. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of acid damage, and he is covered in acid as the apple slams into him. He just starts dripping acid that begins boiling away at his skin. And he will take acid damage on his next turn.
Cool.
And then I am going to start booking it towards the door
Cool.
with all of my movement speed.
5,
And I'm
10,
just
15,
going
20.
to...
You can make it to the door. It's just shut right now. And it's not
Okay.
illustrated that way, but it is.
Yeah,
Um,
and I'm going to, you see the end of my staff begin to glow as I reach out towards the door, and I'm going to say, I think I can get the door. And then
Ooh,
that's the end of my turn.
fun. Excellent. It is now
Well-
Krog's turn.
What's the tip of your rod?
The
Shape
tip of
up.
my staff is an apple.
Okay.
I'm right before Krog goes. Pagni is also going to use a legendary action to just make another attack against Beaux. He has disadvantage because of the onion fumes.
Hmm.
And he rolled a 4 plus 4, so that's 8. And he misses. Just swinging wildly with one arm still covering his eyes.
Loser.
And now it is Krog's turn. And Krog is just gonna like just run right back at you, Eeriena. Oh, that's you.
Colton, I am really impressed by this, by the way.
Why?
I just am.
Why?
You're just using
Um,
you're just using your
Compliment,
scat
kid.
degree for good.
Take the
yeah,
compliment.
this is what a master's degree in fine arts gets you, kids.
Don't forget your undergrad from the same school. Quickly tell Paula Wallace if you're watching.
But I definitely can't do that. I'm only a minor in it.
So Eeriena does a 12 hit.
A 12 does not.
Hello. Okay.
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
she like
What?
when the fight started, she pulled her. She has a little like probably like acorn
Yeah.
shield on her left arm.
Wonderful. So does a 15 hit?
No.
It doesn't. Wow. So it was Goblin's like just does quick little strikes with his he's got, I'm gonna say, like little skewers made for like skewering meat when you cook it. He's just kind of stabbing at you with them. And we are back up to the top of the order with Ichabod.
I'm quickly seeing if I can use Gambler's Blade for something. Give me 1 second. If I use, actually question, if I use a spell first, can I use the bonus action by using the Gambler's Blade? Because it's like the write-up for it says that like the Attuned Welder can choose a magic bonus of +1 to +3, giving the Gambler's Blade that bonus to its attack and damage rolls. Does that mean I can only be getting that, use
bonus
that
only
bonus
applies
on it?
to the blade. Yeah, it
Gotcha.
does not work on anything else.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure about that. Okay, sweet. Just wanted to let that out first. Yeah, what's his face is getting a little too close for comfort. Like, baby, buy me a drink first. So like I'm gonna move out of the actually. Okay, so Ichabod like shouts out to Beaux. It was like, hey Beaux, how's your health doing, babes?
What?
How's your health?
33.
Okay, never mind then. You're fine. Okay, I was gonna give you aid if you were like desperate for it, but fuck that.
Later.
Yeah, no, I'm good. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like get the hell away from Mr. Sous Chefy, who I forgot his name. But the one that's
his
way
name
too
is Glorb.
Glorb, buy me a drink first. You're way too close. Personal space, bubble. Someone move like 30 feet away. And I'm going to move.
Just this direction.
Yeah, and then like close to the table.
Which table? This one?
So like go up a square. So that's what? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 34.
You can move diagonally. You can make it there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can stand there.
And then I'm going to aim a get ready for a Nino, a magic missile.
All right. What level are you casting it at?
Well, both my third level are actually no, never mind. That's magic missile is only a 1, so I have to wait. If I have like up to level 3 for spells, can I throw it at level 3?
You can upcast it to 3. Yeah, it just adds more
Okay.
darts.
Lit. I'm gonna upcast to level 3 because my level 3 spells are not that good. So I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna do upcast it to level 3. So that means okay, it's
How
one
many
more
darts
dart
is
for
that,
each
y'all?
slot.
So it would be 5.
Okay. So I have 5. That's 5. So I have to get off the 4. So there's a D4 dice. Okay, so
You just roll a d4 5 times and add 5.
okay, brilliant. So I got 3, 4, 1, 2, and then a 5. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Sweet.
Oh, do I add anything?
Nope.
Is there any? No? Okay.
He takes 15 points of force damage as you hold out your lyre and strum a little note on it, and each of these little notes kind of manifest into little physical pumpkins that pepper him with bullets.
What is spell attack bonus?
For other spells, like your Eldritch Blast, that's what you would add to it.
Oh, LOL. Okay.
Yeah.
Lit. Cool. And then
You have a bonus action left is all.
what other sorts of bonus actions?
You have Bardic Inspiration.
Do I?
You're a bard.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would hope so.
Oh. Lit. Okay, let me look up what that does.
Yeah, you grant one of your bardic inspirations, which is a die that a creature can roll and add to any roll within like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. In that case, Beaux,
And
baby.
your subclass should have some sort of upgrade to it as well.
Yeah.
He's Eloquence.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I do that? Okay. Part of inspiration, ultimate guide, lit.
Oh, that just means that so you can actually either use your bardic inspiration to give this dice to an ally or to subtract it from an enemy.
Oh, because of the eloquence school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unsettling words.
Yeah.
What
And
does that
because
mean
we're
with
5th
this?
level, the bardic inspiration's a D8.
So what
if
does that mean?
If you give it to an ally, they'll add a D8 to anything they want to.
Okay.
And if you give it to an enemy, they're forced to roll that D8 and subtract it from whatever they roll next.
Okay, because Beaux is like surrounded here, I'm gonna give that Bard of Inspiration to Nino, to Beaux.
Cool.
Maybe.
How do you deliver your bardic inspiration? What does it look like?
What I do is I send just like I just blow a kiss to Beaux and be like, hey
Cute.
baby. And I like blow you a kiss. And it comes fluttering over and like lands on your cheek.
And then
And then boom, you have a Bard of Inspiration, baby. And I shout out, babes, here you go. Good luck, don't get murdered.
what does that do again?
So for the next 10 minutes, you can add a D8 to one of your rolls, but then it's gone. Any of your rolls. Even death saving throws, which is interesting.
Cool. Up next is Pagnig. He's gonna use a layer action.
Mm.
And he is gonna
Die.
Oh, I
use it
hope so.
to cast a spell.
Why is a chef
Which
casting
is-
a fucking spell?
Well, it's sort of a kitchen spell. It's the Cloud of Daggers spell.
Can I
What's it?
counterspell that?
You can counterspell layer actions, I'm sure, for just regular spells.
Also, does he have to roll the mist of eye stuff?
Not for this, no.
No.
But it'd be, yeah, I
Sure.
mean, yeah, sure, if you want to counterspell that.
I'm going to counterspell that.
So yeah, you see him kind of like reach over
Ooh.
next to him towards like there's like a drying rack full of a bunch of knives, and he just kind of hucks it into the air. And Chester, you just catch a whiff of magic coming off of that. And you just nope, and undo that. And he was expecting all the knives to suspend into the air and create a damaging field for you guys, but instead they all just clatter harmlessly down to the ground. And he kind of
Not
growls
today.
at that.
Not today, Satan.
Um,
Not today.
And now he's going to use his main action. He's going to make 2 attacks against Beaux at disadvantage.
I'm so hungry.
Ooh, that's a hit on the first one. A hit on the second.
Not Beaux.
That's 12 damage on the first. And 7 damage on the next. So 19 slashing damage for you.
Oh, wow!
Oof.
I'm glad I gave you my bar.
How much did that leave me?
So you're 33 minus.
19?
19.
You have 14 hit points left.
Okay.
Is that the end of his turn?
That is the end of his turn.
He takes 12 acid damage because of my Melf's
Ooh.
acid arrow.
He's looking real bad.
I'm sure he is.
Is he not dead yet? 'Cause
Good.
I'm ready to kill his ass.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
All right, like I'll just do the attack with my extra attack. So hold on. 14 plus 3 plus 6. I guess that's a
That
20.
hits, yep.
And that's for the first. 19 plus 6, I guess,
That
25.
hits, yep.
So both of my attacks hit.
Mhm.
First one is it 8 plus 3.
11.
2 plus 3. That's 5.
Oh no, you're 5 points away from killing him.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well,
maybe
you
I
still
should
have
have
an action surge, right?
My action surge has been used.
Oh, damn it. Never mind.
I do want to use my bonus action for second wind for plus 5.
Sure.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there it is.
He's going to use a legendary action to attack you
Oh,
again.
no. Shut the
Oh,
fuck
no.
up, bitch.
Oof.
And he misses
Wait.
because of your onion fumes.
Wait, didn't I have those fumes happen to me when he attacked me the first time?
That's what I was
Yeah,
saying before.
He's had disadvantage the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Fucker.
Yeah, so that is now Eriena's turn.
Wait,
I'm squaring off with Krarg, bitch, whatever the fuck he is. So I'm gonna swing a broom at him. 15 plus 8. I assume that hits.
Yeah.
7 plus 5 is 12 damage.
Cool.
How's he looking?
Not awesome. He kind of you hit him. He's
he within
clutching
15?
his side.
Is he within 15 feet of the fire now with the angle we're at?
5, 10. He's at the same spot.
I could just keep pushing him back there, I guess, but I think I'll do something else if this
Just, that goblin's face is like, imagine you're pushing this guy over and over.
Well,
And
could
then
you?
he's like, ah.
So instead of pushing him with my swarm, I'm gonna just have the swarm also bite him with the second attack, which is a 15 plus 8. So
Cool.
that's 8. Plus 6 is gonna be 14, plus another 5 is 19 points of damage.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Oh, do I kill him?
Yeah.
I just want, and it's the swarm damage that adds an extra 6 damage to it. So Eeriena just like whacks him in the stomach and infuses his stomach with her swarm as kittens just start clawing their way out of it.
It's Grizzly. He's writhing around the ground in horror, like, clutching at his stomach, trying to tear these kittens away from him, but they just keep coming.
Oh, they're loving it too. They haven't
Yeah.
gotten,
There's
they haven't gotten
one's like
vittles all
rolling
day.
around in his innards and like.
She's like, I really needed to feed them, you know.
Wonderful. So he is dead. Goodbye, Krog.
Can I use my movement to I want to get up like next to Ichabod if I can, or get past him to block that other guy from getting to Ichabod.
Oh, why?
So you can get to right here.
Oh, why?
I wanted to use Stabby on him.
Because pumpkins stay pumpkin
Yeah,
friends
but it's-
forever.
Look at us go. Can we do it? And like you reach over and like you pop me on the shoulder. I was like, hits.
She's just got bloody
Wonderful.
kittens following her at this point.
One,
And I
they're just
pick
like
up one being
happily
like,
licking
"Oh,
their
good
paws.
boy."
Like, amazing. It is now Glorb's turn.
my
Glorb is
Glorb.
just gonna charge like a mad lad. Right
Of course.
at you, Ichabod.
Come at me, bro.
He sounds like an adventurous time name. Oh my
Say
god.
he's not gonna be smart. He'll be smart. He'll go this way and just dodge it.
What if I
And
move?
he's able to get you.
Wasn't he the same space as it was last time?
Did I do it one off?
Can someone
I
like
think
try
you're right. I probably would have done it one off.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's actually just gonna get right there, which is one space too far away from you.
Yeah, because I made sure to
Oh.
move. I made sure to move enough distance
Yeah.
before. Was
And
that if
once
he did
again-
try charging me, he would still be too far away.
He's just gonna take the dodge action. He's not been a great fight for Glorb.
Can someone
Um,
else try to like throw something at this guy that's in front of me?
And it is now Chester's turn.
All right.
You're
I
fine.
have so I'm going to, after I've said that I've got the door, the apple is glowing, I slam the door with my staff and I cast a knock as the glyph of the apple tree appears in that sort of caramel light sort of color, and you hear a huge crack, almost like the wood is cracking, and it vanishes, and I cast knock on the door. Because of that, you see a little bit of the energy flow into me as I've been slowly gaining HP on my arcane ward because I'm an abjuration wizard. So that means I now have 20 extra hit points,
Wow.
which is great. I'm also going to, I stretch my hand out, and briefly in front of Beaux, appearing in the air is a similar sort of glyph of an apple tree that then vanishes.
What
And 7, 8, 9, 10. And you gain 15 temporary hit points as I use one of the charges of my protective verses to give you that. And that is all that I can do. That's the end of my turn.
Wonderful.
Hell
So
yeah.
when you cast knock, it reverberates through the halls of the palace, and the door just opens right in front of you.
I got the door.
Dang it. I could have passed you my thieves' tools if you wanted them.
And we're gonna have one last legendary action from Pagneeg as he makes another attack against Beaux. That's gonna be a hit,
Okay.
and you're gonna take 8 points of slashing damage that I think are fully blocked by the temp HP
Mhm.
Yeah.
that you were granted. Wonderful. We are back up to Ichabod.
Which can
Hey, I really want to use this Gambler's Blade. I really want to use it.
Do it.
So I am gonna go.
You'll
Let's
have
see.
to get 5 feet closer to him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get 5 feet closer to him. So I'm gonna use 5 feet, and I'm going to stab him with my AC boy. So 1d8, and then I'm going to also add on. So when it says the wielder takes a corresponding penalty, -1 to -3 to their death saving throws.
That only
That's just
happens
I
if you go
die.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is, and that's also, I think, just for the roll to hit. And is it for the damage? I think it might be damage as well. I think I remember reading it was damage also.
Okay.
Let me reread. Yeah. So yeah, add a +3 to your roll to hit and to your damage if you hit.
Okay. So I have a 4. Fuck. +3. So 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do you
On
add
a
any
D20?
like, proficiency also, or
8, 9, 10. And then do I also add charisma?
you add your dex?
My dex. Okay, so that's +3. So plus another 2. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Fortunately, 12 is not high enough. Also, he did take the dodge action, so you would have disadvantage anyways. So you did miss, unfortunately.
Rip. Okay. Let.
And so
Glad
you
that
just
I
kind of
wasted
like
that attack.
you swipe at him and he just kind of parries it with like a colander that he's holding in one hand.
And what I do? Can I wait? So bonus move. Can I move during bonus move or no?
Yeah, you can still move. If you move away from him now, he will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, I also have a dagger because my character has do I still have a dagger? Because it said like in the bar creation thing that you
would
start.
have a dagger, sure.
Yeah, but I can't use it for a bonus.
No.
No.
You could give him negative bardic inspiration.
Can I do that? I already used Bard of Inspiration on.
Yeah, you
Can I
have
use
a
that
few
every?
charges of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a few.
Oh, fuck! I'll give him negative and then move out of the way.
Sure. So you're gonna head backwards again. There you are. So you get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can make it to there.
Okay.
And he would get an attack against you. He rolled decently low, and then I subtracted d8 from it, which I rolled a 6 on. So that is a 4 to hit.
Okay, and then I have.
Actually, it would be a 9 to hit with his modifier, but it still misses.
Yeah. Because my DC save DC is 15.
Will this be against your armor class?
Oh, it's 14.
Cool. Yeah. Nice. Actually, I think you did save yourself. With the bardic. Sweet. It is now Pagneeg.
Oh man.
Yeah. He is gonna use a layer action. Disadvantage on it. And that is gonna be, he's gonna take this pot of oil and water and
I'm sorry. Can I interrupt you real quick?
Sure.
I think I used my second wind wrong. I needed to
What's
roll.
it supposed to be?
I needed to roll a d10 plus a 5
Sure, do it.
before you damage me again. Let me just. I'm
That's a
sorry.
funny mood.
That was a 9. So
Well, all that needs to happen is I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, as he has slicked the ground below you in the same radius as your fumes.
So I have a +3 plus 18.
Yeah, so you kind of like as the ground gets oily under you, but you manage to keep your bearings. And he gets now. He's actually not going to attack you this turn. He's going to use his action to rub his eyes and cleanse himself of your onion fumes.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
Cool. I'll do my regular attack plus an extra attack.
You got to deal 5 damage.
Yeah. Let's see. First one is a 10 plus 6
That hits.
and 11 plus 6.
That hits.
And where the hell did
I don't think it's possible for you to not kill him with 2 successful hits. So how do you want to do this? You kill him. What does it
So
look like?
my last one is 2 plus 3, so it's a 5. So
Yeah,
it's
he's dead.
Okay.
How does Beaux do it?
Can I just what do you mean? How do I do it?
What does
How
it
do you
look
murder
like?
him?
What? Everyone
How do you
talk-
murder him? Describe
I'm
it.
gonna jump really high and then bisect him with my
Yes.
axe.
Yeah, so you guys watch as this goblin chef starts like rubbing his eyes and taking a little bit of a step back to get out of the fumes, right as Beaux just leaps high into the air outside of his cloud of fumes and descends back down, rends his axe down the stomach of this guy, cutting him almost in half. As he collapses to the ground dead.
Yeah, bitch. Bah.
And it
Hercules,
is now just
Hercules.
poor old Glorb against the world. And
Glorb against the warb.
it is your turn, Eeriena.
I'm just gonna like step in between him and Ichabod, like take the one step to get literally in between the two of them.
Thank you, babes.
And she's like, my kittens are still hungry. Bonus action, I'm gonna transfer my hunter's mark to him.
Cool.
And my action, I'm just gonna do my 2 attacks on him, but they're with disadvantage because he's dodging.
Mhm.
So first one is a 19 and a 13, but so 13 plus
It'll hit.
8.
His AC is 14.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
And I'll just see if the second one will hit. 5 plus 8. That one's not gonna hit, right? Yeah.
No.
That's a 13. So yeah, so damage. 7. I'm also gonna just, since I only hit him once, I'm gonna have the swarm also attack him.
Cool.
These kittens are dealing 6. This is the second time they've dealt 6 extra damage. So that's 13 damage, including the kittens swarming over top of him.
Gotcha. He's looking not great. He's got some life in him still, though. As your kittens swarm over him and bite into his nose and ears, and it is now his turn, and he's just gonna return the favor and get 2 attacks against you. Does I don't think a 14 hits.
Nope.
And then 19, I'm pretty sure does.
A 19 is gonna hit.
I'll say he has a grater in one hand and a colander in the other. He's like, I'm gonna grate you into dust, and he starts just grating the side of your head. And he's gonna deal 7 points of damage.
Ew. Okay. Still have 47 hit points.
And it is now your turn, Chester.
I'm just gonna go, oh well, might as well try and finish this. And I wave my staff again, and you watch as it actually almost transforms into an apple tree in my hands. Branches with beautiful green leaves and golden rays of light shining down through it, and apples begin to grow. And as they fall off, they expand, twirling in the air before firing forward. And I'm going to cast a second level magic missile because I also have magic missile. So that's 4d4,
Sweet.
I believe. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 17 points of damage as these 4 apples slam into him. I'm also going to throw open the door if I can and kind of stand with my back against it as best as I can to try and keep it open in case it like slams shut again or tries to.
Sure.
And that sadly is the end of my turn.
Wonderful. We are back up to the top with Ichabod, and I'll say Glorb is not looking good. Glorb is looking
Okay.
like he's teetering a bit.
Liddy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is how far away am I from him?
25 feet, I think.
Okay, Lid. So I'm gonna so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move diagonally like towards the bottom table just so it's not in my way. So I'm gonna move closer
Okay.
around down there. To the right, yeah. To the right, yeah, right there. Because I
Sure.
think that that should be fine, right? I wouldn't hit. Right,
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So, actually, what does Mind Sliver do? Does that do anything?
Ooh. Yeah, that does stuff.
Yeah. It's a damaging cantrip, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 2d6. Oh yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So it's either that or Magic Missile, but I mean, I haven't used Mind Sliver, so might as well. About to die anyways. So yeah, I'm going to drive a psychic energy into the mind of one creature you see within range. I'm guessing he's not that intelligent, so 1d6 of intelligent, 1d psychic damage and subtract 1d4 for the next
So
time.
am I
It'll be
making like an
1d6.
intelligence save or something?
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Okay, and so I roll it, and if it's above that, correct?
What?
No, what's your spell save DC?
Spell save 6 DC is 15.
So
Wait.
I beat it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that means he saves.
Okay, rip. I mean, I tried. And then I'm going to do Bard of Inspiration, I guess.
Okay. On what?
Who's up next?
Beaux.
Beau, baby, you got another one. Use it well. Actually, you already have one. Never mind, you already have one. Irene, it's yours.
What does that do again?
So you have
You
a
can add a
1d8 hit. So
Oh yeah.
And it is now your turn, Beaux.
I'm gonna bisect this guy too.
Cool. So you walk on up to him. And you can go and make your attacks.
15 plus 6.
That hits.
I'm rolling really good today. 13 plus 6.
That hits.
8 plus 3, 11. Does that kill him yet?
Almost.
Okay. 9 plus 3. How about that?
Now he's dead.
Okay. And I'll bisect him again.
He had 4 hit points after your first attack.
But this
so-
time I'm gonna be swiping from the bottom and doing like this.
Oh no. Big swipe up. You watch Beaux jump in heroically and from the back just slice this goblin's back all the way up. He's like, he collapses down.
Take it up the ass.
Dead.
I'm a top.
And he dies. And congratulations, my little friends. You have defeated the goblin chefs of the Unseelie court.
Don't know how the
Yay.
fuck are we gonna get out?
Run!
So you take a moment to sort of and collect yourselves, seeing the corpses of these goblins and poor Martin, Fuji up there on the table, cleaved in half.
Does
Should
he have
we,
a
like-
seed in him?
What?
Like, do fruit people have seeds inside them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Should
we
we-
grab his seed?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No problem
Um,
there.
Ichabod looks
And-
around or like Beaux just looks around and is being like, should we grab the seeds to regrow them? And like, just unanimously, just the whole group just says no.
No.
You guys
this
start
point-
hearing some shuffling and what was that noise? What could you hear that? Coming from outside in the hall.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Run!
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
have apple pie, bye.
run.
Yes, you guys toddle on out of here, your tiny little legs skeetering past like a whole bunch of strange fey creatures, some regal, some odd, some beautiful, some horrendous, until you make it back to the palace entrance, where you find the same rabbit is walking down the hall, and as you're like running for your lives, he goes, if I may.
Okay, what do you want? You almost got us killed when we're sort of in a hurry here.
Right, terribly sorry about that. Pagnig is was, as I assume,
Does
a
the blood give it
unique
away?
individual. The Queen sends her apologies. There was a bit of a, mix-up, we'll call it.
Interesting.
A boon will be delivered upon each of your people on behalf of the Queen as her gratitude.
Gratitude for almost killing us.
If that's how you wish to view it.
Throw in some fertilizer as well as a boon for our people. If we need a
And a
pumpkin to grow.
teleport home.
That too. Oh,
He
and you want
kind
some
of
coins as
chuckles.
well.
I mean, so Eriena's just like, at least you have the ingredients for goblin apple stew now.
Yes, it might make a unique entrance to the Waltz of Shadows. I'm sorry. No teleportations will be arranged.
Should we make
Here,
rabbit
he-
stew
he-
next?
He takes some coins out of his pocket and just sort of like sprinkles them on the ground in front of you. You can divide that up however you wish.
And Ichabod just looks at the other members of the party, being like, "You know what I could really go for right now is some rabbit stew."
No.
Happy travels. And he just turns around and walks back into the palace.
And you see Ichabod just doing this. So he walks by. Fuck you!
I'm gonna like hunt down the nearest evil tree and just convince it to carry us home.
So yeah, you guys set back out, descending the palace steps through the town once again. Your view of the world somewhat shaken, as the world doesn't seem quite as sweet as it was yesterday. We will come back to the Garden of Regrets, where we find the same blight still
About to
lurking
say.
about, who offers you his assistance, takes you
Actually-
past the Wicked Gardener, all the way to the border, through the domain of the Night Sisters and past the gingerbread house. You still see Charlie happily eating cake through the window as well as you pass by. You're unsure of his fate, but as of yet, he seems to be enjoying some dessert.
Poor Charlie. That
And-
boy is gonna get eaten.
Thankfully, there's no necessary return to the chestlands, as the domain of the Night Sisters does loop around the autumnal forest, where we once again emerge out of the night into the golden lights of autumn. Once again, the smell of fallen leaves and apples and honey and pumpkins wafts through the air, and all of you are able to make your returns home, seeing that indeed each of your people have been given a massive blessing. All of them have received quite a large sum of gold and gems, of which the Pumpkinheads have no real use for. So, Ichabod, that's
does.
really all up for grabs for you if you want. And Eeriena, it seems a hefty supply of cat food has been left as well. Then we see the Appling village. You return alone, Chester, to Granny Smith's Academy of the Arcane and Caramel Arts. Grandmaster Wizard Caramel opens the doors and smiles at you before looking confused to see you standing by yourself. He's sad to hear of Martin's passing, of course. The whole town is a beautiful funeral is held, but that doesn't distract from the fact that an unprecedented era of magic begins blooming in the academy, in the town itself, as shadows and air and all manners of new arcane knowledge find themselves in your library that were not previously there. And last but not least, once again, Beaux, you return to Onionopolis, the city of tears, and walk all the way to the palace for the first time in a long time, where you see Sir Dicington, as well as his uncle, speaking to the king, who all turn to smile at you as you walk through the door. And that, my friends, is the ending of our big little journey. And I wish all of you an happily ever after.
Of course.
Yes.